there are three things to note before we get into the song. First, put a capo on the 3rd fret. Second, is the chords are pretty easy. There's only 2 patterns you have to use for the whole song, and one of them you use about 90% of the song. That leads us to the third point, which is the most challenging, and that is the structure of the song, which is shown right here. Okay, I'm going to approach this song differently than the other tutorials I've done on this channel because the structure is so complicated. So I'm not worried about the singing and playing on the verse and the chorus. You can figure that out. I'll teach you the parts for the chord progressions, but the main focus here is going to be where in the song does the vocal line and the underlying chords kind of differ in that combination, and then also where is the structure different in length or the pieces that are stitched together. So with that, let's get to it. Here's the first chord pattern that you have to know. Okay, that's like 90% of the song. Okay, a quick note on how the chords are played. They hammer on a lot, so you could either hammer on the whole chord like this with an A minor, or you could do it with one finger, like with the middle finger. So do whatever's comfortable. It's the same with the A minor, the C, G. On the D though, they kind of play around with the pinky finger here. Right there. So just play around with it, make it your own, and do whatever's comfortable. Okay, that chord progression plays 90% of the song. Now let's get into the second progression, which is only used in the second half of the bridge, and then at the end when they're singing that post-chorus lyric that's the call and response, they change up from the normal pattern to add this pattern in. So there are only 2 spots in the song you have to use it. That part goes just like this. And it repeats the first time. The second time they do it though, they just do it once at the very end of the song. So it goes like this. And it cuts off on that staccato note before it goes into the outro. Now you'll notice that I'm playing it a bar chord, F, to an open G when I pass. If you watch Justin pretty closely, that's what he does when they're walking down that corridor. But if it's easier for you, you could play it like this as well with a bar chord. You go back to the open there if that's easier, or go back to the bar chord if it's easier. That's your choice. Okay, let's go into a few tricks in the song. The first one is just kind of a simple mental trick. The verse goes directly into the chorus, but it kind of has a pre-chorus in that the last 2 chords, that G, it's the D over F sharp, they start going into the somebody says say something, say something. It does that right before it hits the downbeat of the A minor. So you could think of the chorus as starting midway through the second part of the verse, or you could just think of it starting right on that A minor, whatever. Okay, the second trick is during the second verse, where Chris basically stops singing and they do a choral progression, and it's right here, it's on the in melody and harmony for you and me tonight, and then you're back into that progression. But over the course of that chorus, it's playing the same progression. A minor, C, G, D. It's implied, but it's not played. One other thing to note is at the end of the second chorus, the post-chorus, that call and response, is done actually 2 full chord progressions. Whereas the first post-chorus, after the first chorus, is only done in 1 progression. So just note it. Okay, I'm going to show you the bridge, so just pay attention. Sometimes the greatest way to say something is to say nothing at all. Sometimes the greatest way to say something is to say nothing at all. Sometimes the greatest way to say something is to say nothing. 1, 2, 3, but I can't help myself. So then you get right into the second half of the chorus. So it doesn't go into the first part of the chorus, it picks up at the second half of the chorus. That's noted in the structure, so pay attention. Okay, that leads us to the third post-chorus, and like the second post-chorus, it does that call and response over 2 full patterns. But the second pattern, rather than being that A minor, drops down to the F, just like this. Now I can only do the call and not the response, so the something I can't have is Chris Stapleton here, which would be amazing, but I digress. So here it is. Maybe I'm looking for something I can't help. 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 Something I can't help. Then it's the Chris Stapleton part. Then it goes back into just vocals as they walk up the stairs together, which is lovely. And that part is just bridge 1, effectively, on the A minor. Sometimes the greatest way to say something is to say nothing at all. Sometimes the greatest way to say something is to say nothing at home. Then it goes into the choral round just one more time when they pan around the room. That's basically the song. Finally, again, the trick to this song is structure. So just study the structure, and when in doubt, play A minor, and then just repeat something repeatedly and get the audience into it. It'll work itself out. It's a fun song. It's really a powerful song. And enjoy it. If I missed anything, which is highly possible given how kind of complicated the structure is, please note it below in the comments. Subscribe, follow me. Would love to hear your feedback. That's it. Keep rocking on. Sometimes the greatest way